Hello, good morning, friends. Hi, welcome to Just Get Civil channel and welcome for Mission Gate 2021. So, we are discussing regarding the in a crash course for Gate 2021, and myself, Soumyajit Sen, is discussing environmental engineering with you. 14 लेक्चर हो चुके हैं जिनमें से हम लोग we have already covered certain portions like domestic water supply का लगभग हो चुका है क्योंकि apart from the distribution system we have covered. Regarding the wastewater engineering, we have already entered to the wastewater treatment and wastewater treatment में भी हम लोग 3 तरीका देख चुके हैं from where sludges will be generated, and after that only one particular process is remaining along with the disposal. So tomorrow we will finish wastewater engineering, then we will go for the non-watery portion, air solid waste. So before going to the details of this lecture, just I want to give you the one reminder that if you don't have the Unacademy learning app still in your system or device, please go to your Play Store, put Unacademy learning app and install it. And after installing the Unacademy learning app, you'll go for GATE and EAC and subscribe for the plus courses. Why? Because in the plus course you will get the best module of Unacademy. You will be assigned with that mentor. तो अगर जैसे ही आपको कोई मेंटर असाइन होते हैं तो that he or she will be guiding you for your process. Now when someone experienced person is always guiding you personally to crack the exam, chances of cracking the exam get increased. While taking the subscription, don't forget to apply this code SEN10. SEN10 ACN10. Don't forget to apply SEN10 ACN10. If you apply it today, you are going to get direct 10% of the discount. SEN10. Now, there's a new year gift for the students that you need to evolve for GATE 2022. There is a batch for civil engineering. We have already launched it on 28th December, 11:15 AM in both the language English and Hindi. Subscribe it today. Don't be late. It's better early for the examination process. Start early for the examination process will give you an extra edge always. And don't forget to apply the code SEN10 when you are subscribing the course. So, as we are discussing the wastewater treatment, now we are going to discuss about the continuation of that wastewater treatment. We are going to discuss about the continuation of the wastewater treatment. That is today what we are going to discuss is actually the extension of a treatment process. Extension of a treatment process. What is that? Is the sludge digestion process. What is extension of the treatment process? Actually, see, we have already observed when we are talking about the activated sludge process or trickling filter, we have already observed that from the secondary sedimentation tank, which is actually following the biological treatment unit, where what we are doing, we are putting the wastewater and keep putting them for a certain time. And biomass, which is generally it can be ideally it should be the dead cells of microorganism, but here it will be the summation of dead cells plus living cells and as well as certain amount of settled solids also. So that biomass will be in zone. Certain compressive force will enhance the sedimentation of those biomass and it will come down to the bottom of the tank. Correct. Now the point is, if this is happening with the biomass, then what will be the scenario? I am talking about what will be the scenario means. So this particular settlement process is actually called as the zone settling or compression settling, which is nothing but the type 4 settling process. Zone settling or compression settling, nothing but the type 4 settling process. Now, when you are talking about the type 4 settling process, then after that, after the settlement, what we are doing? If it is an activated sludge process, then a certain portion of the sludge will get reactivated once again. What will be the rest of the sludge? It will be thrown. Where? If it is trickling filter, high rate trickling filter, once again certain portion of sludge will get recycled, but in standard rate or normal trickling filter, things will the sludge will not be recycled. Whatever is produced, it will go for something. It will go for what? It will go for sludge digestion process. That means there is an extension of treatment unit where you are dealing with the sludges only. So what is your point of concern? Your point of concern is the settled solids coming from the biological treatment secondary sedimentation tank. Though taking out the settled solids only is not at all possible. Taking out the settled solids only is not at all possible. So actually you are in overall, your main point of concern is the settled solids only. But in overall, what you are looking for, in overall, we are dealing with a substantial quantity of wastewater which is enriched in settled solids from the bottom portion of the secondary sedimentation tank. Now, why this is required? If you throw this sludge, these settled solids in water, it will be again water pollution. If you throw it in soil, it will be a soil pollution. If you throw it in what to say, or if you burn it in air, it will be a sheer air pollution. What you have to do? What we have to do? We have to throw the soil, throw the sludge before ensuring it that it will not create any kind of problem in future. It should not create any kind of problem in future, and that is called as sludge digestion process. So the process by which the future potential to cause the problem of the sludge is reduced is called as sludge digestion process. The process by which the future potential to cause problem of the sludge is reduced is called as sludge digestion process. Where sludge will be generally two type of things are there. Components of sludge. One is water, 85 to 99.75% is water. The main constituent is water. Solids will be 0.25 to 15%. And these solids are what? Generally living cells and the dead cells. When it is living cells, it is non-volatile and the dead cells are volatile in nature. So actually the solids will be of two types, volatile solid and non-volatile solid. The sludge eventually is comprising of three components: water, volatile solid and non-volatile solid. It comprises of three components: water, volatile solid and the non-volatile solid. Correct. Now, if we need to find out the sludge, the specific gravity, so just you see the equation. S sludge, suppose water is X% and specific gravity of water is S water. Y% volatile solid is present, specific gravity of volatile solid is SBS, and Z% non-volatile solid is present, and specific gravity of non-volatile solid is S non-NVS. So 100 by S sludge will be equals to X by SW plus Y by SVS plus Z by SNVS. So the sludge digestion process. So eventually, before coming to that, so from here, if you know everything, every value there, you can easily find out the S sludge and your rho sludge. If you need to find out the rho sludge, it will be S sludge into rho of water, correct, into density of water. Clear? Now the sludge digestion process comprises of two parameters. The sludge digestion process comprises of two things. हम लोग दो चीज कर सकते हैं, क्या क्या? एक है मॉइस्चर रिडक्शन और वॉल्यूम रिडक्शन. मॉइस्चर रिडक्शन मतलब पानी का जो क्वांटिटी है उसको हटाना, एंड वी कैन रिड्यूस द स्ट्रेंथ. मॉइस्चर रिडक्शन का मतलब हो जाता है, हम लोग देखेंगे कि मॉइस्चर रिडक्शन का पार्ट जो है वो एक्चुअली कितना जल्दी वो वॉल्यूम को भी रिड्यूस करेगा. जितना कम वॉल्यूम होगा उतना आसान होगा स्लज को हैंडल करने में. और स्ट्रेंथ रिडक्शन का मतलब है, इसका हम लोग जो बोले हैं कि फ्यूचर पोटेंशियल जो है इसको घटाना पड़ेगा. दिस मॉइस्चर रिडक्शन और वॉल्यूम रिडक्शन इज एक्चुअली process by you can deal with the water. Actually you are removing the water from the sludge. In stain reduction, directly you are dealing with the solids itself. For in this case, the moisture reduction segment is mathematical, the stain reduction segment is completely theoretical. We need to remember certain informations. Okay, so by reducing the moisture content, the volume of total sludge will get reduced. मैंने पहले आपको बोला है कि हम देखेंगे कि how much strong process is this, that for by reducing the little bit moisture, lot many volumes will get reduced. Now, by strain reduction process, the future problem creating potential will get reduced. By reducing the moisture content up to 75%, sludge becomes viscous in nature. And if the sludge contains around 10% of the moisture, then it will be assumed as dry and it will be available in powder form. If the sludge contains around 10% of the moisture, then it will be assumed as dry and it will be available in powder form. Clear? Now we are going for the moisture reduction or volume reduction. How it is happening? We can go for dewatering process, heating. It can be chemical oxidation, like this. We will come to that. That certain terms are there, which signifies what the process we are actually going through. The point is, suppose in the moisture reduction or volume reduction, initial condition of sludge is P1 moisture content and volume is V1. For the sludge, it is P1 moisture content and the volume is V1. And final moisture content, finally, the moisture content is P2 and the volume is V2. Okay. Now let wastewater flow rate in MLD is Q and concentration of solid is in milligram per liter. Wastewater flow rate in mld. Q is the wastewater flow rate in mld, and C is the concentration of solid in milligram per liter. Clear? So what is the total mass of solid present? That is equals to Q into C kg per day. Total mass of solid will be Q into C kg per day, because it is the multiplication of mld into milligram per liter, and density of sludge is taken as rho sludge. Okay. Now for P1 moisture content. Now P1 moisture content means what? If moisture content is 2%, then what will be the solid content? It's 100 minus P1, that is 98%. Or what if the moisture content is 98%, what will be the solid content? Again 2%. I'm just giving an example. So 100 minus P1 part solid is producing 100 part of total sludge, whereas 1 part of solid is producing 100 by 100 minus P1 part of total sludge. By m kg per day, solid is producing how much sludge? 100 m by 100 minus P1 kg per day of total sludge. 100 m by 100 minus P1 kg per day of total sludge. So what is volume? V1 is equals to 100 m by 100 minus P1 into rho sludge, because mass per density is the volume. So m is equals to V1. From that volume part, we can take out m, that is V1 into 100 minus P1 into rho sludge by 100. Correct? Now if the moisture content is P2, then what will happen? So once again, 100 minus P2 part solid is producing 100 part of total sludge. 1 part of solid is producing 100 by 100 minus P2 part of total sludge. Now we are reducing what? We are reducing the moisture, we are reducing the water. We are not doing anything with the solids. So m kg per day, solid is producing 100 m by 100 minus P2 kg per day of total sludge. Correct. So from here V2 will be what? Mass of solid. So solids is unaltered. Solids का कहानी यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं alter हो रहा है. जो भी alter हो रहा है, किसका कहानी alter हो रहा है? पानी का. इसीलिए solids का जो mass है m kg per day, that will be unaltered. The volume will be 100 m by 100 minus P2 into rho sludge. Now from here also, if you take out the m, that is this V2 into 100 minus P2 into rho sludge by 100. If we equate these two equations 1 and 2, if we equate these two equation 1 and 2, what you are getting? The formulation V2 is equals to V1 into 100 minus P1 by 100 minus P2. That is the final. Now what I have told you, that I will show you that how much strong, कितना strong है ये equation. I will show you कितना strong है ये equation काम के लिए. देखिए, सोचिए आपका initial moisture content 98% and the final moisture content is 96%. Just 2% of the moisture you are reducing. Just 2% of the moisture in there. V1 मतलब जब moisture content था 98% into 100 minus 98 by 100 minus 96. It's V1 by 2. V2 is equals to V1 by 2. So just reducing the 2%, only 2% of the moisture content, what you are getting? You are getting half of the volume. directly you are reducing the volume to half. So clear how much strong the process is. Just go through the thing once again. कोई डाउट हो तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. Ask me for any kind of doubt. Okay. I'm not telling anything, just look at the screen because I've already told nothing to explain extra. Everything is written here. Just go through the process because to understand it much more clearly, we are going to solve one question itself. See, read the question. A sedimentation tank is treating 4.5 mld of sewage per day. It contains solid of concentration 275 ppm. If the efficiency of the tank is 50%, then determine the quantity of sludge produced in meter cube per day. If the moisture is 98%. If the moisture content is reduced by 96%, then what will be the quantity of sludge in this modified condition? Raw sludge is actually not given in the question. I'll tell you the story with the raw sludge. Let's see. Q is given as 4.5 mld. Solid concentration is 275 ppm, 275 milligram per liter. The total mass of solid present in the system will be how much? 4.5 into 275 kg per day. That's the total mass of solid present in the system. The total mass of solid present in sludge will be, देखिए इतना तो मास है सॉलिड का, लेकिन यहाँ पे बोला गया है कि द एफिशिएंसी ऑफ टैंक इज 50%. मतलब क्या है, जितना सॉलिड प्रेजेंट है उसका 50% को ये टैंक स्लज में कन्वर्ट कर पा रहा है, मतलब सेटल कर पा रहा है, बाकी वो पानी के साथ ही रह जाएगा. तो सॉलिड कितना है? 4.5 इंटू 275 kg पर डे. तो इसका 50% वाला ही होगा आपका सॉलिड इन स्लज. क्लियर? 4.5 into 275 into 50 by 100 kg per day. Now it is told that 98% moisture is present. So how much solid is 2% solid. So 2 part solid is producing 100 part of total sludge. So 1 part solid is producing 100 by 2 part of total sludge. So this much kg per day, 4.5 into 275 into 50 by 100 kg per day solids will produce this much kg per day, 50 into 4.5 into 275 into 0.5 kg per day of total sludge. Clear? So volume of sludge will be mass of total sludge by rho sludge. Here rho sludge value, I have told you that rho sludge value is actually not provided. So if it is not provided, then you need to remember it is as 1020 kg per meter cube. The rho sludge value is not provided. If it is not provided, you need to take it as 1020 kg per meter cube. 1020 kg per meter cube. The rho sludge. So that is coming as 30.33 meter cube per day. The moisture content is 96%, then you will getting the volume as 15.16 meter cube per day. It's point not minus. Let's have a look. Now we are going for the strength reduction process. The strength reduction of sludge consists of certain steps. First of all, it is stabilized by decomposing the organic matter under controlled anaerobic condition. Mind it, controlled anaerobic condition. यहीं पे फेट है, क्या फेट है कि भैया कुछ भी हो जाए आपका ट्रीटमेंट प्रोसेस, it's biological treatment process, aerobic, anaerobic, facultative, your sludge will be digested by anaerobic process always. जो भी है आपका ट्रीटमेंट प्रोसेस, इट इज एरोबिक सस्पेंडेड ग्रोथ, वेदर इट इज एरोबिक अटैच ग्रोथ, जो भी हो जाए आपका स्लाज जो है दैट विल बी डाइजेस्टेड बाय anaerobic process only. Whatever may be the treatment process. The digested solids will be disposed of after drying on dryer bed. The whole process of stabilizing the sludge is called as sludge digestion process. The whole process of stabilizing the sludge is called as sludge digestion process. In this process of sludge digestion, the total sludge will be broken into three different forms. One is digested solid, another one is supernatant liquid, and one is gaseous. Okay. Now, for each and every component, what it is getting dissociated for is given here. It's a stable humus-like solid matter, generally black in color and having reduced in moisture content. It is a stable humus-like solid matter, generally black in color and having reduced in moisture content. It is also free from any kind of pathogenic microorganism. It is a stable humus-like solid matter, generally black in color and having reduced in moisture content. It is also free from any kind of pathogenic microorganism. Digested solid. Here, theoretical segments, I have written everything so that you don't have to go to any books. You can only follow these notes. Everything is written. इसके बाहर कुछ नहीं है, कुछ नहीं आएगा आपका एग्जामिनेशन के लिए. जो भी चाहिए होता है सब कुछ लिखा हुआ है. और यहाँ पे मतलब थियोरेटिकल एस्पेक्ट्स में मेरा बोलने के सिवाय और कुछ पॉइंट्स को हाईलाइट करने के सिवाय मेरा काम भी कुछ नहीं है. जहां पे समझाना है मैं समझा दूंगा और आपको सिर्फ यहाँ से नोट्स ले लीजिएगा. आपको कुछ नहीं करना है, कोई भी किताबें कुछ भी कहीं पे नहीं जाना है. गारंटेड है, मैं लिख के देता हूँ, इसके बाहर इस चैप्टर में के लिए कुछ नहीं आने वाला है. Second one is supernatant liquid. This is a liquid generally found in the digester tank. Contains very finely divided solid matter having high BOD value of 3000 ppm. Gases like methane, carbon dioxide, and traces of other gases like nitrogen, ammonia, H2S are also evolved in this process. Methane will be 65 to 70%, carbon dioxide 25 to 30%. And supernatant liquid is the liquid generally found in the digester tank, contains very finely divided solid matter having high BOD value of 3000 ppm. So three components, जो पूरा स्लाज है तीनों कंपोनेंट में टूट जाएगा. एक है डाइजेस्टेड सॉलिड्स, एक है लिक्विड एंड देयर द गैसेस कमिंग आउट ऑफ डिकम्पोजिशन प्रोसेस. And decomposition process is what process? It's a controlled and aerobic process. Controlled and aerobic process. Clear? Now we are entering into the stages of strength reduction process. The stages of strength reduction process. In three stages, the strength reduction will occur. Acid production, or acid fermentation, acid regression, and alkaline fermentation. Acid production or acid fermentation, acid regression, and alkaline fermentation. Acid fermentation, acid production is where the first stage of fresh sludge will be acted upon by anaerobic and facultative bacteria called as acid formers. Anaerobic and facultative bacteria called as acid formers. Now here the type of microorganism, anaerobic and facultative, and the name of the microorganism, these are underlined. Be careful about this name, about this type, because MCQ type questions will not spare this information. You require this information to remember. तो आपको याद रखना है ये सारे information. By the process of hydrolysis, microorganism will start decomposing the solids. By the process of hydrolysis, microorganism will start decomposing the solid. और क्या बना रहा है डिकम्पोज करके? The stabilized compounds will then fermented to volatile organic acids and alcohols of low molecular weight. The stabilized compound will then fermented to volatile organic acids and alcohols of low molecular weight. Gases like methane, carbon dioxide, H2S are also evolved from this process. Gases like methane, carbon dioxide, H2S are also evolved from this process. Intensive acid production makes the sludge highly acidic and pH value will be less than 5. Intensive acid production makes the sludge highly acidic and pH value will be less than 5 only. High objectionable odor will get evolved during this stage. High objectionable odor will get evolved during this stage and 15 days time is allotted to complete the stage. 15 days time is allotted to complete the stage. Clear? Now, the second part, the second stage is acid regression. In this intermediate stage, the volatile organic acids and nitrogenous compound of the first stage. In this intermediate stage, the volatile organic acids and the nitrogenous compound of the first stage are decomposed by bacteria and they form carbonates and ammonia compounds. In this intermediate stage, the volatile organic compounds and a nitrogenous compound of the first stage are decomposed by bacteria. Bacteria means anaerobic bacteria, anaerobic heterotrophic bacteria, and they form carbonates and ammonia compounds. Very small carbon dioxide and H2S gas will get evolved and the pH will rise up to 6.8. Time allotted 3 months. The pH will rise up to 6.8. Time allotted is 3 months. That is acid regression. Then coming to the alkaline fermentation. In this final stage of sludge digestion, most stable compounds are consumed by anaerobic heterotrophic bacteria called as methane former. In this final stage of sludge digestion, most stable compounds are consumed by anaerobic heterotrophic bacteria called as methane former. This microorganism will produce ammonia and other gases. Microorganism will produce ammonia and other gases. During this stage, liquid separates out from solid. Okay. And digested sludge is produced. Liquid separates out from solid and digested sludge is produced. These digested solids are alkaline in nature and the pH will be rises up to 7.5 and above. The pH rises up to 7.5 and above. Huge amount of methane gas will get evolved and time allotted is 1 month. Huge amount of methane gas will get evolved and the time allotted is 1 month. That is the three stages of sludge digestion. Have a look quickly. First stage, acid fermentation or acid production. We are going for the factors affecting the sludge digestion process. The factors will be classified into two groups. One is major factors, another one is minor factors. Major factor कौन है? Temperature and pH. And who are the minor factors? Presence of copper in the sludge, presence of fluorine in the sludge, and presence of radioactive material in the sludge. In case of major factors, the rate of sludge digestion will get increased with the increase in temperature. The rate will increase up to 75 degrees centigrade. In a particular temperature range, the rate will be maximum, which will be called as thermophilic range of for temperature digestion. Thermo means heat, philic means loving. For Indian condition, it will be 50 to 57 degrees centigrade. For Indian condition, it will be 50 to 57 degrees centigrade. ये जो कॉपर फ्लोरीन रेडियोएक्टिव मटेरियल का कहानी आप देख रहे हैं, इफ दे आर नथिंग बट द डिसइंफेक्टेंट. और यहाँ पे डिसइंफेक्शन हमको चाहिए नहीं, क्योंकि एनारोबिक माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म ही वही दोस्त है जो एक्चुअली हमारे सिवाय ये काम को लेके जा रहा है आगे. हमारा हिम्मत नहीं है. वो एनारोबिक माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म कैन डील विद दिस प्रोसेस. सो disinfection and anything is not at all required in the system. ना मैंने आपको पहले ही बोला था कि मैं आपको कुछ टर्मिनोलॉजी बताऊंगा, जिस टर्मिनोलॉजी से आपको कुछ याद रखना पड़ेगा. दीज आर दोस टर्मिनोलॉजीज, 4 टर्मिनोलॉजीज आर देयर. थिकनिंग ऑफ स्लज का मतलब है सेपरेशन ऑफ वाटर बाय फ्लोटेशन और ग्रेविटी. Separation of water by gravity will be called as thickening of sludge. Stabilization of sludge means digestion of sludge. Conditioning of sludge means separation of water by heat or chemical treatment. And reduction is decrease the volume by chemical oxidation. So chemical oxidation, chemical treatment, heat or chemical treatment and flotation और gravity, ये सारे चीज जो है वाटर को हटा रहा है, पानी को हटा रहा है स्लज से. क्योंकि पानी is not the point of concern, the solids is actually the point of concern. The water will go to the this separated water will go to once again in the wastewater treatment unit. Okay. So thickening of sludge, what is called as separation of water by flotation or gravity. Conditioning of sludge, separation of water by heat or chemical treatment, and reduction in sludge is decrease the volume by chemical oxidation. Here. Now, the design considerations of digester tank. Design consideration of digester tank. The tank where this whole thing will be carried out, it will be called as a digester tank. What will be the design consideration? The tank will be cylindrical in shape with circular plan area. Diameter ranges from 3 to 12 meter. Diameter ranges from 3 to 12 meter. Depth of the tank ideally will be 6 meter. And the capacity of the tank. While calculating the capacity, two things we need to keep in our mind. एक तो है कि भैया कैपेसिटी जो है वो दो चीज एज्यूम करने के बाद ही आएंगे. या तो द प्रोसेस इज एज्यूम टू बी लीनियर विद टाइम, या तो नॉन लीनियर. अगर लीनियर हो देन कैपेसिटी विल बी v1 plus v2 by 2 into t, where v1 is the amount of raw sludge added per day and v2 is the digested sludge produced in meter cube per day, where t is the digestion period in days. Okay. Now, if it is non-linear, then v will be equals to v1 minus 2 by 3 v1 minus v2 whole into t. v1, v2 और t का जो कहानी है ये सेम है. बाकी आपका इक्वेशन चेंज हो जाता है. या तो अगर आप लीनियर होंगे तो v equals simple v1 plus v2 by 2 into t, that is nothing but the numerical average. And if it is okay special, then it will go for this particular equation. Now there is a special case where when the monsoon storage is required. Monsoon storage is required मतलब during the time of monsoon what will happen. अगर मानसून के टाइम पे आप डाइजेस्टेड सॉलिड्स को फिर से फेंक देते हो तो फिर तो वही कहानी है, पानी को हटा रहे हैं, फिर जाके पानी में ही पानी लग रहा है मॉइस्चर, इट विल गेट मॉइस्चर। तो मानसून के टाइम पे एक अलग से चेम्बर रहेगा, एक पोर्शन रहेगा जहां पे डाइजेस्टेड स्लज को स्टोर करेंगे। मानसून खत्म होते ही उसको हटा फेंक देंगे। एंड फॉर द स्टोरेज सडन डाइजेस्टेड अमाउंट जितना सॉलिड्स प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है उसके हिसाब से आपका स्टोरेज टैंक भी होगा। So V2 into T, this segment will be added with the overall volume. Clear? Okay. Just have a look on this design consideration. Then we'll solve a problem to understand the design considerations. Clear? Now the problem. Find out the diameter of a digestion tank from the following data: average flow, suspended solid concentration, moisture content in fresh sludge, moisture content in digested sludge, efficiency of the tank. Row sludge given, height given, T given, assume non-linear process. Average flow 20 mld, suspended solid concentration 300 ppm, moisture content in fresh sludge 95%, moisture content in digested sludge is 85%, efficiency given as 65%, row sludge given, age given, T given. Assume non-linear. Try to solve the question. I'm giving you 2 minutes time. Just a minute. Now, see, Q given 20 mld. So total mass of solid present is, see, 20 mld is, it is the Q value. Sorry. 300 ppm is concentration into 65 by 100 because 65 is the efficiency of the tank in kg per day. 95% moisture means 5% solid. So from the process we are finding out V1. Clear? Okay. Then what is V2? That is to P1 into 100 minus P1 by 100 minus P2, coming as 25.5. What is V? Is V1 minus this into T, that is equals to this. From here, depth given, surface area. But pi by 4 d square is this much of surface area, but d will be equals to this much meter, 16.45 meter. Clear? So what is the takeaway? We will solve questions also, but before that, what is the takeaway? First of all is, whatever it may be the treatment process, digestion of solid sludge will be always anaerobic in nature, right? Then the components of sludge, then finding out the rho sludge and S sludge, then moisture reduction, strain reduction. What is moisture reduction? Then going for the problem, then strain reduction process in details. There are certain conditions, certain parameters. What is digested solid? It is told. Supernatant liquid and gases. The stages of strain reduction process. Acid regression. Alkaline fermentation. Factors affecting the sludge digestion process. Design consideration of digester tank. Here, that is the takeaway. Let's solve certain questions. The gas from sludge digestion tank is mainly composed of methane. The gas coming out of sludge digestion tank is 70% methane, 30% carbon dioxide. We have discussed this. The first stage of natural process sludge digestion will be hydrolysis. Sludge digestion is done by the following bacteria: anaerobic bacteria. The main useful gaseous component in the digestion sludge will be methane. You see, so V2 will be equal to X into minus 98 by 100 minus 96, it's x by 2. Option B. And we have seen from the question 99 to 100%. The same problem we have already solved in our thing, only we have solved with 50%. Here efficiency is 55%. The only difference. Rest is same. We are not again repeating the question. Okay. For question number 9, V2 will equals to V1 into 100 minus 99 by 100 minus 96 is V1 by 4. So percentage reduction equals to V1 minus V2 by V1 into 100. Internal formula is equals to V1 minus V1 by 4 by V1 into 100. It's actually 75%. So option C will be the correct answer. 75%. Again, we have solved these things, these type of things, it will be P by 2. We know this. Clear? So you can see if you understand the thing, solving the question is a cakewalk only. You need to understand the thing. Okay. So here, a sludge is 2% solids containing 70% volatile. So sludge solid is 2%, and water will be how much? 98%. Of the 2%, 70% is volatile solid, which is to over 1.4% volatile solid. So 0.6% is non-volatile solid. So 100 by S sludge is equals to X 98% water by 1.4 by 2.2 plus 0.6 by 2.7. So S sludge will be equals to 1.011 and rho sludge is equals to 1.011 into 1000, 1011 kg per meter cube. Clear? Similar problem as the previous one. Correct? So it's again the same problem. See, yes, 2015 questions. Quickly you can solve. V2 is equals to 100 into 100 minus again. So V2 will be equals to 40 meter cube V1 into moisture content is 100 minus P1 by 100 minus P2 not total. 100 minus P2 is actually the solid content, right? Obviously, V2 will be 14 into 6 by 16. So you're going to get it as 5.25 meter cube. Clear? So that is the segment. Hope you understand. This is the last class for the environmental engineering here in this year. We will meet you in the new year. Hope you understand the process. Before wrapping up the class, I just want to give you a reminder that if you don't have the Unacademy learning app in your mobile or system, go to the Play Store, install Unacademy learning app, and subscribe for the plus courses where you will get the personal mentorship program along with exposed to the topmost educators of Unacademy platform. Subscribe that, and during taking the subscription, don't forget to apply the code SEN10. During the process of subscription, don't forget to apply the code SEN10. Don't forget to apply the code SEN10. This is the code. If you apply it, you will going to get 10% direct discounts from the above mentioned value. And for the civil engineering students, get aspirant 2022. Good news for you, we have already launched a batch on 28th December, both a batch A, both in English and Hindi. So civil engineering batch 2022, it's the time to start the process to crack GATE. Come on and join. And while joining the course, don't forget to apply the code SEN10, ACN10, ACN10, SEN10. Thank you. See you in the new year. Goodbye.